Hey everyone, it's Fitz, and today's daily delivery is going to be a little bit different, a little more solemn than usual. I hope you're doing well. I'm great. I'm very tired from the travels, but it's homecoming week this week for the Kansas State Wildcats, and they'll play those fellas from Lawrence. They're okay chaps, but it just made me think of other times when, well, Oklahoma and Nebraska were part of our friend circle. And now I'm really worried about them. And today's daily delivery is dedicated to them. And my hope that they find peace and happiness in the future that they chose. First, I need to remind you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up and leave comments if you care to. I always like them. They make my day brighter. Look, we've had a relationship with Oklahoma and Nebraska well, more than 100 years. I mean, we eventually in 1928 formed the Big Six Conference, and we were a band of brothers. We went through so many times. We went through the World War, yeah. And eventually we picked up some new friends, and we were 8 for a long time, but that 6 eventually became 12, and it seemed good. We invited that one school in. You know the school I'm talking about. I do not want to say what the school was. Keep it out of my mouth. And it just seemed to put a wedge between us. Now, Nebraska, you made a decision about 10, 12 years ago, but 14, I stopped counting, to leave us. You found some milk maiden of a conference that was going to give you so much more than we could financially. But you forgot who you were. Look at you now. Look at you. I tried to intervene last week to let you know you look crappy. You got mad at me. I'm sorry. I was harsh. Maybe that wasn't the right way to phrase it. In Oklahoma, we were at the hip, man. You're our southern neighbors. No, we had some times together. Yeah, like Nebraska, you kicked our ass all the time. But you let us hang around with the cool kids. Yeah, that was nice. But then you left with that floozy and headed east also, to the southeast. We know that place is hot and sweaty. And there's a lot of money down there. I get it. I understand. But look at you now. It's your first year together. Oh. Nebraska and Oklahoma, I know you'll never change your minds, but I want you to think about this past weekend and what happened to you. It's incredible. Kansas State, Iowa State. You know the 3 schools you made fun of for so long? They all won football games. Nebraska, you played Indiana this weekend. Indiana. It's known for basketball. It gets invited to that big party, the NCAA tournament every year. You wouldn't know what that is. Anyhow, you played Indiana. I guess they're better this year. And that's okay. I didn't really realize that you would understand what losing was about when you lost to a team in red by a score like 56-7. It was hard to watch. And I've done it like 4 times. And Oklahoma, man, you just left. You invited one of those newbies into your house and they crapped all over you. They're named the South Carolina Gamecocks. I don't know if they're named after a rooster or competitive genitalia, but they kicked your ass. 35-9? At OU's Memorial Stadium? It's painful to watch you go through this. I mean, we tried to intervene. We tried to tell you this won't work. You're part of us. We're a team, right? Usually we're in the middle of that. But anyhow, yeah. So anyhow, have fun. You made your choices. You get to live with it. You're married a long time to us, and you chose the floozy. And now you've got a strange rash that you can't explain. Consequences. They suck.